Well, welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Raheen Ashimi Show. Welcome to another episode of the Raheen Ashimi Show. We got a great broadcast lineup for you tonight. I have a co-host. She'll be on with us in just a few minutes. We have a co-host that's going to be on with us in just a few minutes. And let me see. That's okay. We got a couple of messages coming through. I'm trying to read all things. Okay, good deal. Yeah, we got a guest that's going to come on with us in a few minutes. And what we're talking about tonight is, are you single by choice? Are you single by choice? Is it a choice that you made to be single? Or are you just, are you hard to date? Are you single by choice? Are you hard to date? Give us a call, 508-924-3521, 508-924-3521. Or is the dating scene, is the dating arena out there, the dating scene, is it terrible? Is it terrible for you, or have you given up on dating? Have you given up on marriage? What is your status? Give us a call. Are you single? Are you single by choice? Do you want to be single, or is it just difficult to find quality? It is just difficult to find quality people that you can date, that you can be in a nice, secure relationship with. Are your standards too high? Are your standards too high? Do you expect too much, or or do you just give too little? Let's tell the truth about this thing. 508-924-3521, 508-924-3521. A lot of times people say they're single by choice, but are you really single? Are you really single by choice? Go. Are you really single by choice, or is it just something that you have no choice in the matter? Don't nobody want to date you? I mean, I'm not trying to be harsh or anything, but let's just deal with the reality of this whole situation. 508-924-3521. Give us a call. We love to hear your input. If you are single, why are you single? Do you want to be single? Is it a choice that you are single? Um, have you tried the dating scene? Is it just too difficult? Is it just too difficult? I'm not single. I'm not single. I've been married for a while, and so I don't know what the dating scene is like. I don't know what you're up against out there. I've been married for a while, and so I don't know what the scene is like. So give me a call, educate me. Give me a call on what this whole situation is. Give me a call, 508-924-3521, 508-924-3521. And let's have an open and honest conversation on this whole situation. We got a caller already. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Oh Lord. I know the laugh.
What
I know the
you
laugh. I
so
know the
what is
laugh.
it? You can't sleep, man. What's up with you?
Hey, it just came to me, brother. I had to do it. I'm working on something. Y'all bear with me for a second. I'm trying to,
That's good. You good. You good. It
man.
working. Working.
Now, tell me, and this is Donald Toussaint. This is Donald Toussaint, man. Like this is my brother. I ain't gonna say like a brother. This is my brother right here. Toussaint,
Definitely.
tell me, man, the dating scene and the dating scene, man, is is it tough? I've been married for a while, so I really don't know
Yeah.
the dating scene, being out there, man, being the people out there that's single, man. Is it tough for the people out there that's single? Is it really that tough for them to find somebody that they can really settle down with? Or is it just that much of a, what do you say, Tuzon? Is it bad out there, man? Is it, I'm just plain and simple. Is it bad out there?
Well, you got it's, it's like you just about have to darn. There's so much. It ain't much to pick from,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, because that's just me, man. And I look and I'm saying it's too late for me. You know, what I'm saying I'm kind of like you,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, ain't it's because I'm careful. I want to be careful about what I'm saying. But when a person say, you know, I just prefer to be single, well, I just suggest that they stick to their story because that's not for real. I
That's
don't think it is.
some.
And it's not because they got their standards too high either.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think it is?
Um, they think too much of themselves.
Mm. Wow.
Some of
Mm-hmm.
some of 'em, I mean, you know, you got all that stuff on, and you're independent, and nobody can tell you that because you won't shut your mouth.
Mm. So
I
basically,
mean,
so basically, you're saying
you come
sometimes they
with
just talk
beauty,
to.
beauty with lips.
So basically, what I'm hearing you say is they sometimes they just talk too much.
Well, yeah, ask them if you can get a word in. I'm just saying, girl, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Wow.
and then we have a now. To be on the serious side as much as I possibly can,
Mm-hmm.
because you know, some we have a selfish society,
Okay. Okay.
and most people they can't um, either keep somebody because the relationships are all about them.
Mm.
There's
Mm.
no us. It
So
never becomes an us.
now let
It's
me ask
always the I.
let me ask you the question on Tucson. Is that both sides, the male and the female, or are we talking about a one sided thing?
Well, I ain't gonna be involved with no male.
Well,
But
no, 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 no. I
for the
mean,
most,
no.
no, I
There
know what
you
you mean.
go.
I know what you mean. I'm just joking. I'm gonna joke. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna clown. But what I'm saying is, it's both sides
Mm-hmm.
because uh, men and women, we have just a selfish society. It's not a gender. It's
Mm-hmm.
just selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even those that choose um, uh, same sex marriage or
Mm-hmm.
whatever same sex relationship,
Okay.
it becomes about them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ain't gonna even go there, but I went there. Jay, that is all across the board.
Mm-hmm.
But we talk about, oh, I'm independent. I'm independent. And when you meet a guy, and just in case he's a gentleman, and now you opening the door for him.
Mm-hmm.
Come
Wow.
on, girl.
I
It's
saw
a
I
I
saw this
mean,
video clip
yeah,
to
go
some I saw this video clip about a month ago. This African brother, man, he was dating this girl. I don't know whether it was married or whatever, but they was she was walking by and she wanted to kiss him, and what she did, she picked him up and she put him up against the wall while she was
ahead.
kissing him, and he had a fit. Look, 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 what you doing? You should have seen him, man. He had a fit, and then she was laughing because she found she was just being funny. She was just playing with him. And then after that, he said, "Don't do that. Don't never do that. Man's supposed to pick you up."
Yeah.
He had this African thing going on with himself. And as she was laughing, he stopped and he said, "Don't never do that again." She said, "I won't do it no more. I won't do it no more." And they went through the thing, and then she went to kiss him. And when it was kissing, she reached around and she grabbed his tushy and she squeezed it.
Yeah.
Boy, he had a fit.
Yeah.
Boy, this dude had a fit.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
Lord, Lord, Lord.
I mean, but that video is sarcastic and it's funny, it's
Mhm.
humorous.
Yeah.
But that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
mean, we got some women that they want to prove, and I'm just saying, I'm on the other side of it, so I'm just telling you what I see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They show that they tougher than you. They
Wow.
want to be. They're the
Mm.
head. And let me just throw something else out here for free. And I'm careful about it too, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
These mighty women of God,
Oh Lord.
mighty women of God,
Mm-hmm. What they
mighty
do?
women of God.
What they do, Tucson? Tell me what they do. What?
85% of them ain't got no man.
Mm. Saying we got a young lady on here now. Now she might want to defend her sisters. Now
I'm sorry,
we got a young lady on here, Miss Tina, Miss T. I'm gonna call her Miss T. Miss T. Good evening, young lady.
Miss T.
That's Tucson.
Hey,
That's
Miss T.
Donald Tucson. Now he trying to butter you up. Now he trying to butter. He don't put all that stuff out there. He didn't know you was here,
Let's see.
and now he
That's
trying to.
okay.
Now,
Come on,
oh,
Miss T.
now you're getting scared. You see, but let me ask you a question. And I know that, and we're talking from a perspective of a single person. All you and I, we married and stuff like that, and we're not single anymore. But from the standpoint of a single person, do you think the majority of them are single because they want to be, or there's other situations, there's other issues out there that's forcing them to be single? What do you say to that? Oh, can't hear you, sis. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. It's something going on with your feed. I think it's something going on with your feed. We can see you, but we can't hear you. Hmm. Let me see here. Go out and go out and come back in. Go out and come back in. It might be your connection because we can't hear you. We can't hear you at all. Can't hear you. Go out and come back in. But Tucson, man, you might be in trouble, man, because I'm gonna tell you something, man.
That's okay. But I'm gonna say some more. I got some more to say. You mean to tell me that there's somebody for everybody and ain't nobody for you? Oh, really? Oh, really? What? Oh, really? Oh, men are dogs. Oh, that's not true. Maybe you doing the most barking. That's probably what the deal is.
Something going on with the Tucson. Something just ain't right with that whole situation. Help me understand. This is the Raheen Ashimi show. Something is going wrong with that situation, and I need to know what it is. Now, again, I'm asking the question: are you single by choice? Are you single by choice because you want to be single, or is it just that don't nobody want to deal with you?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to be with you. Yeah. Every time you get somebody, you run them off. They don't stay long. You could be the prettiest and the cutest thing out there, but something wrong with you somewhere. Something wrong with you somewhere. If you can't keep nobody, something. Tucson, talk to me now. Help me understand what's going on, Tucson.
All these guys, and I'm talking about, they got 6 figures and they ain't good at eating. Okay, well, all right. Well, what about Johnny down the street?
Come on,
doing the best he can.
Doing the best he can.
Good dude. Take care of his children. He ain't good either. How about Rev? No, I don't want no preacher.
Don't want no preacher. See, and see,
you don't want nothing, do you?
And Tucson, I need to understand this right here. Why is it most of the people saying, and people have been saying it for years, that good guys finish last? And a lot of times that's so. What you gonna do? What a lot of women gonna do? I'm not gonna say most women. They'll go to the one that just want to impregnate them and leave them with the baby instead of the one that want to marry them and make them a wife. What do you think that is? Why is that? Why is that, Tucson? Let's talk about this thing.
All 5 of
them. Come on and talk to me.
Is that true? I mean, I'm just saying. Ain't now one of them was good enough. Well, every one of them, you got a baby.
Come on.
I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah.
And then here's another thing, and I'm gonna try to get off the women. Let's get on the men.
Come on.
Now, my brother. Let me talk to you.
Talk to me.
Now, every time you go, and she got to buy the food. You hunting for women with good jobs.
Yeah.
And then not only that, brother. Here's the sad part.
What's the sad part, Tucson?
The woman that you say that's my woman, got nerve to say that's my woman. And she got 3 jobs.
3.
And you sit on the couch all day long.
Playing the game.
Playing video games.
Something, and look here, go to the gas station. You won't even get out and pump the gas. You make her get out and pump the gas.
Now that's bad. Now that's something there. Now, you in the car. She get out. She go pay for the gas.
Yep.
And pump the gas.
Exactly. And Tucson, not only that, let's talk about this thing. Let's really talk about this thing. Look, she get out the passenger seat in her car because you driving. She get out the passenger seat, go in the store, pay for the gas, come back, pump the gas, get back in the passenger seat, and you don't sit right there in the driver's seat of her car, and you won't even get out and do nothing.
You know what the bad thing about that is, Raheen?
Talk to me.
He ain't got no car.
If you're gonna go somewhere, he got to ask her for the keys. Come on now. If we're gonna tell it, let's tell it all. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. The phone lines are open. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. And tell us what you think about this thing. Now, ladies and fellas, are you single by choice? Are you single because you want to be single? Or is the reality of the situation is don't nobody want your behind? Don't nobody want you. You try to date. You try to be with somebody. You want to be in love. You want to have somebody that love you. You want to be in love, and you want to have somebody to love you. But then still, you can't keep them 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 days almost. What are you doing that's so wrong? 508-924-35. Now this show here is a little different than all the other shows. This is the Raheen Ashimi show. We talk on here. We're gonna talk and tell you what it is. We ain't cutting nothing out. This is the truth. We're gonna tell you the truth.
Oh,
So go ahead, Tucson. We talk on here, man.
no,
You ain't got them barriers up like
all
you
of
got
them.
on other shows.
Now you didn't talk about all of them trifling.
Trifling.
Now the thing about it is, you ain't never look in the mirror.
Come on. Come on.
The trifling person might be just talking.
Running their mouth.
Now we being so some of this we being sarcastic, but it's true.
It's very true.
I mean, look. Now you know, Raheen, you know I cannot move to anywhere around Atlanta because everybody in Atlanta wants me. Anyway,
He said, everybody, good Lord, I don't want now. I'm in Atlanta. I don't want now.
not everything. Not most.
Okay, Tucson, I don't want. Hey, Tucson,
A lot of.
want me to send you a link, brother? You want to come on the video? Or you good?
No, man, I'm rolling.
Okay.
I'm in the wind.
Oh, okay.
I came to share with you, man, because I saw you on there. I thought you couldn't sleep, so I was joined. I'm gonna go home, man. I'm gonna be home in a little while, and I'm gonna have to hang up on you.
Oh Lord, see what I'm saying?
But now,
huh?
You know what a friend's for.
Say it again.
What a friend's for.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. 508-924-3521. What is that? And I want to, some of you single people that's out there, give us a call and let us know, how is that dating scene? Is it really that bad? What's some of the, what, everybody got a horror story. Everybody got a horror story about when they dated somebody. Call us and tell us what some of your horror stories. Let's hear some of the horror stories. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Give us a call. Let us know some of them horror. Anything happened to you? I mean, have you had any bad dates? Have you had a good date with somebody, but it was just something about it, and you just couldn't bring yourself back to date them again, to talk to them again, to be around them again, or they didn't call you, they ghosted you? Have you ever been ghosted?
No.
Have you?
Hey,
go.
Uh-huh. You was all right till you smile.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, there's some situations out there, man, and I know some of the people that's out there that's listening to us right now. Big O, talk to me. Y'all give us a call. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Got my sister back, Miss T, Lady T. Why we can't hear you? You got your volume turned out? Hit your volume. Hit your volume for me. Something going on with your volume there. I sure want to hear, because I know she got a lot to say on this subject right here, man. She got some stuff to say on this one right here. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Hopefully, you know, we'll get her back in here and her volume will start working on it. Something's going on with the volume there. But 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Give us a call. Let us hear what's going on with you. I'm trying to see. We got to get my sister back. Can we hear you? Call in, sister. 508-924-3521. I'll call in because we're having an issue with your feed there for some reason. So yeah, give us a call. 508-924-3521. Gonna get her to call back in. There's something going on with her feed there. We're not able to hear her, but we definitely get her back on the phone line. And everybody, Big O, we see you over there, Big O. Give us a call. What can you tell us about the dating scene? What can you tell us about the dating scene? Is it really that terrible? Is it a terrible thing out there? Okay, we got a caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Tina B from the ATL.
There we go. We can't get you on the video, but we got you in here. Says I need to know, and we're talking from a perspective of a single person. Do you think the majority of the single people are single because they want to be, or they have to be? Something wrong with them, or just the pickings is just too slim out there, and they don't want to settle for just anything? What do you think it is, Tina?
Well, the dating pool had pee in it a little bit. Just a little bit. No, but well, I'm no longer single, so you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations. But when I was out there, yeah, it was definitely by choice. You know, you can be with anybody, but who you want to really be with is the hard part.
Yeah.
So it's definitely by choice when people are single. It's not because you just You know,
Mm-hmm.
you just want to be. It's, the choices are very slim, and you don't, peace is everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be with somebody and I'm fussing all the time,
Yeah.
or I'm questioning you all the time, or you questioning me all the time. So you just choose to be by yourself. That was my choice. Like, I'd just rather be by myself,
Mm-hmm.
find myself, and figure things out before I invest in, someone else's feelings and
Mm-hmm.
concerns. And
Now.
because I tell people all the time, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta, if you're not ready to take on other people's responsibilities, then
Yeah.
don't get into a relationship.
Exactly. Exactly. Now you're down here in Atlanta, and a lot of people say they want to come to Atlanta. A lot of ladies want to come to Atlanta. Um, what advice would you give them about the dating pool here in Atlanta? And you know what they say about a lot of the fellas down here in Atlanta. They got this
Mm.
little thing. They see a lot of, they faking fraud and act like
They
they want to
want
be
a
abroad.
man.
They're faking fraud, acting like they want to be abroad. So what would you say to a, a single lady, to something else, a single lady that's coming down to Atlanta? What does she have to look forward to?
Um, Good luck is what I say first of all.
Wow.
But I mean, it's hard out here either way it go. Like you were saying, both sides or whatever. Because like I have a 25-year-old son, so when he was out here dating, and he would date women, and they like women, so it was
Mm,
hard for him to find one that just wanted him.
yeah.
So it go both ways. So it's
Mm-hmm.
really hard out here to find somebody that that really y'all vibing together. So for somebody that's moving here, for a guy that's moving here, I would say, uh, especially if it's a couple that's moving here,
Mm,
it's hard coming to Atlanta. All these
yeah.
women out here,
Mm,
and a guy from a little country town come here and be like his nose wide open.
exactly.
And if it's a guy that moves here that's single, give him about 2 years. Let him run rampant first
Mm-hmm.
before you don't try to get with him. And the
See,
women don't believe all the stories. Everybody's not a football player or a rapper,
exactly.
so don't believe all the stories when you get here. So those are like the main
Now,
things that people got to realize.
Tucson, if you're not careful, you get a single fella down here from the country, from a little country town somewhere, and he come down here to Atlanta. You talking about letting him run rampant for about 2 years? He might run down the wrong road. He might run.
He might, but at
Look,
least get it out of him. Let him get it all out before he meets you. Shoot.
Wow.
look. Say you better check that Adam's apple.
Oh.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
then not only, and you said something that even the women,
Mm-hmm.
you hook up with them, and they got a girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you competing. A man is competing with a woman
Yeah. Exactly.
for a
Mhm.
woman,
Mm-hmm.
and vice
Wow.
Mhm.
versa.
And vice versa. Right.
And
Mm.
that's rough. That's why
Mhm.
when I go to Atlanta area, I leave before nightfall. The freaks come out at night.
Wow. I'll tell
I
you.
gotta get out of here, man. I gotta get.
No, stay right there where you at, as long as you
Hey,
can,
wait
brother.
a minute. Wait a minute. She said something that I caught. She
Hmm.
said, "What did you say?" And I don't know. I don't want to call you her or nothing. What's your name? Say it again.
Tina.
Tina.
Lady T. Tina.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
What they got in the pool?
He a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's tainted. It's tainted a little. It's tainted a little.
The water is
It's tainted
salty.
just a little bit.
Just a little.
But I
Exactly.
found I found one that we vibing on the same page. So
There you
and
go.
I tell people, if you got something good, don't mess it up to go out there just to try to find something good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again,
Mm-hmm.
you
Stick with
better
what you
stick
got.
with what you got.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all
Absolutely.
vibing together,
Now,
stick
Tina.
with that.
Everything shiny ain't go.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, Tina, I want to ask you this question right here. A lot of sisters say that they're independent women. They're independent. I'm independent woman. Blase, blase. How much do you think that's affecting them finding that perfect person, or the one that their soulmate? Because women tend in this day and age tend to say all the time, "I'm independent. I don't need no man." And blase, blase. How does that
Hmm.
strike you when you hear a woman say, "I don't need a man"? How does that strike you?
I was like that, to be honest with you. So
Okay.
it's which you are independent, and you don't really need a man, but
Mm-hmm.
you want someone in your corner.
Mm-hmm.
You want somebody to be there for you. Yeah, you can do it by yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
why should you have to? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? We weren't designed for that. You're supposed to have a helpmate.
Yeah.
We're supposed to build together. So you have to figure, you have to see it. You
Mm-hmm.
can't see it until you see it, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my story is just like I was that person until one day my back went out and he was there for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that woke me up to say, dang, I need something. I need
Yeah.
somebody here. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I can't do this by myself. And it made me see it in a whole totally different way that I can't do everything by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I took that. I'm an independent. I don't need nobody. I took that type of attitude out of my voice
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
was able to see this person in front of me. So definitely have to take time out to look at yourself in order to really see what's in front of you.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, if you being in that situation or you having to deal with it the way that you had to deal with it, and you come into the reality of not necessarily that you needed one, but you wanted one and you found the right one. If you have a sister and she's going through the whole situation that you went through, what advice would you give her?
Mhm.
Because she could very well be running Mr. Right away with that attitude. Sisters have attitude
Right,
sometime now.
but I would tell her to do it, to just live, because I had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It was nobody could have told me
Mm-hmm.
what
Okay.
to do. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can say in 22 this is where you'll be, but
Yeah.
you got to go through all that in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
2020, 21, and all that. I would still want to go through all that in
Mm-hmm.
order to see the person today. You got to go through
Absolutely.
all that in order to appreciate somebody.
Good deal. That's good deal. 508
Mm.
924 3521. 508 924 3521. Give us a call. We're talking about, are you single by choice? Are you single by choice? Are you single because you want to be? Or are the pickings out there just so slim that you don't want to take a chance? You don't want to settle? Do we sometimes, and Tucson, you touched on this, do we sometimes think too highly of ourselves? Do we think too highly of ourselves, and we don't want to get just with anybody? We got to have that perfect somebody. Tucson, what do you say to that?
Well, let me say this, and I'm gonna have to go by here, but it's I can do bad by myself. I
Mm-hmm.
don't need to carry nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's not a woman on the face of the earth need to be trying to worry about taking care of me.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I would prefer to do me because
Mm-hmm.
I can do me good
Yeah.
on myself.
Mm-hmm.
But for instance, and I'll say this, and I move on and go on. But where you been?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that you talking to?
Mm. It's too much.
Um, uh, I gotta, and I don't necessarily have to guard my phone,
Mm-hmm.
but every time, my phone has a little sound to it. Every time the sound go off, you panic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't think this working.
No, it's
This
not.
ain't gonna work.
Mm-mm.
This is not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
You read my mail
Mm. Ain't got your
that's
name.
addressed to me,
Ain't got your
and you
name on
didn't
it
open it.
nowhere. Ain't got their name on it nowhere. But yet and still they still opening your mail. Go ahead, Tucson. You going somewhere, brother?
Come on now. I mean, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I, I didn't. Let me use this as an example. I was in a relationship, and I get a call. I'm at work now.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told me they seen your car at the hospital.
Hmm?
Oh, oh, okay, all right. So now somebody came to you about me, and
Mm-hmm.
you know if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna go to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you so convinced by your friend that my car, which is at work,
Mm-hmm.
is at the hospital at the same time. Suppose I was at the hospital. That's a good place to be because some people need to be visited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? I think you need to be staying with your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it for me. So little stuff like that, it ain't worth it, man.
Exactly.
It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
No. But look, Raheem, I want to touch bases with you. Tina, nice meeting you on the
You too.
phone, and success in life to you.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Tucson, I appreciate you, brother. Definitely appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
I'll talk to you in the morning. Um,
Okay, brother.
Tina, let's talk about what he just brought to the table, man. That jealousy thing,
Oh,
I can't, and I will not deal with anybody that's insecure like that. I can't.
no, me
I
neither.
mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead. What is it
Been
that?
there, done that. Got the
Mm-hmm.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And him talking about it just then made my anxiety go off. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, but I gotta say, everybody been through it.
Yeah.
But it's just you get to a point in your life where you like, I'm not. That's not what I'm not gonna deal with anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
you see it as soon as it starts, you already feel it. So
Mm-hmm.
you nip it in the bud, like you just said. You nip it right then. Don't go just be like, oh, well, maybe they'll change. No, they're
Mm-mm.
not gonna change.
Mm-mm.
So it's like you better nip it in the bud right then, or y'all gonna be constantly arguing. I'm not
Exactly.
gonna guard my phone either. I can put
Mm-mm.
my phone anywhere around my guy friend. He the same way. He can sit his phone anywhere. It's like
Mm-hmm.
we don't. I'm not gonna do that. I got to be around you and constantly wondering why every time you pick up the phone, what are you doing? Who you
Mm-hmm.
texting? Who this or who that? That's too much. I can't.
Exactly. And my thing is this right here as well, man. When I'm around the house and I leave my phones just sitting somewhere. I don't I don't have to worry about it. First of all, because I know if my phone ring is business or some a friend or something like that, is nothing
Mhm.
extra going on. It ain't an extra going on. So
Mm-mm.
so you don't even have to worry about that. My thing is, even if I'm say in the bathroom or something like that, my phone ring, and baby, your phone ring, answer it for me.
Right.
Answer it for me. Answer the phone
Right.
because I don't have
Right.
anything to hide. Answer the phone.
Nothing to hide.
If it's right,
Right.
if you can't bring it to me or whatever, answer it. Answer it. Tell them I call
Mhm.
whoever it is. Tell them I call them back.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about oh man it's gonna be this person or nah that's too much to deal with, man. That's too much. I'm with the I'm with the person I
It
want to
is.
be with because I want to be with them.
Mhm.
And if I wanted to be with somebody
Mhm.
else, I wouldn't be with this person.
Mhm.
And so to me
Absolutely.
that's just too much. Go ahead, Tina. You got the floor. Talk to me, sis. Educate some of the people out there on some of these situations. And I also want you to talk about this. This happened across the board, both guys and girls. Sometimes going to a relationship with another person saying, "Oh well, I can change them. They're not gonna do me like that because again,
Oh yeah.
thinking too highly of themselves, thinking you're gonna change this person
Mhm.
from who they are to what you want them to be. That
Mhm.
that's crazy to me. But go ahead.
I'll tell anybody don't make a decision until you're ready to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what you were just saying, like don't get with somebody and you're not ready to let everything else go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're up here hiding your phone and getting questioned and
Mm-hmm.
gotta lie and it's too much, when you
Mm.
could have just waited until you was really, really ready to be with somebody. Because,
Exactly.
you gotta cut all that off if you want to be with somebody.
Hmm. And my thing is,
But
no,
mhm.
no, go ahead.
No, but I was just gonna say it's just a lot to deal with when you just make that decision of being in a relationship with somebody. It's just you're both of y'all at that point where you're like, okay, this is where we are. Like me and my guy friend, we sat down, we talked. Look, you're gonna have people coming at you because it seems like as soon as you say you're in a relationship, people be coming out the woodwork
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Groundhog Day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Spring is
Hmm.
coming. You're like, wait a minute, where did
Hmm.
you come from?
Exactly. Yep.
So we had that conversation. Like you gonna have women coming at you, men coming at me, but we stand our ground, and this is what we want. We want each other. Let them know what it is. It's
Hmm.
nothing, because nobody was checking for me. Now all of a sudden you want to check for me.
Yeah.
No, that it don't go like that. So you just gotta, communication is everything, and
Hmm.
knowing y'all both on the same page and flipping it at the same time makes all the difference in the world.
Hmm.
So nobody else can come in. And I tell people all the time, don't leave that door open to the point where somebody can come in. Make sure
Hmm.
that your mate is secure. Make sure that they know that y'all both on the same playing field together. And that way it won't be no, I don't know what if,
Yeah.
I don't,
Hmm.
is he this, is he that? No, you know exactly. That's my man. He at home or I'm at home. He coming over later. Whatever the case may be, you
Mm-hmm.
secure in what y'all got going on,
Exactly.
where nobody can come in like, girl, if I was your man, I'd be doing this for you. No, my man
Mm-hmm.
do all that. I don't
Exactly.
need
Yeah.
you to do nothing.
And more. And
You know what
more.
I'm
So
saying?
stop
So
playing.
and
Go on.
more, right,
Go ahead on with that. Now, I gotta ask you this.
right.
I gotta ask you this question right here,
Hmm.
sis. I gotta ask you this question. And to everybody that's listening, we got quite a few people that's tuning in right now. Give us a call as well. 508-924-3521. How do you keep people, family, friends, or whoever out of your relationship? Because a lot of times you can have single people in your family or your friends or whatever that's single that don't want to see you with someone, and they'll try to do everything they could do to come between and put a wedge between. Girl, I wouldn't let him say that to me. I wouldn't let him come over my house at no 9:30 at night. He ain't going to your
You
house
don't
at
tell them.
9:30 at night. He coming to
You just
mine.
don't tell them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you just don't tell them what's going on in your household. You just
Mm-hmm.
tell them what you need to tell them, but you don't tell them the things that makes judgments on him
Mm-hmm.
or her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, girl, he be doing coming in at 12, and I don't even know he had all day and da, da,
Mm-hmm.
da. Now they can make judgment on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, girl, you know he probably doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't put your relationship in a way for people to make judgment on it.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
All you far as they know, he coming home right after work. We have
Mm-hmm.
dinner. Bye bye bye. See, they don't have anything to talk about. There's
Exactly.
nothing there to judge on.
Close that door.
So just close that door. I don't say if we can be fussing every day of the week and
Mm-hmm.
nobody would know it when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
But when I'm through with it, it's like then I start telling people, girl, you know, he was doing this and doing that because I'm ready to go out the door anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
But when I'm
Exactly.
in it, I ain't saying, I ain't telling you nothing. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know nothing about us at
Mm-hmm.
all.
That's
We got
good.
a great relationship.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it could be tore up
But
from the
people
floor up,
make
but they.
judgment, which will mess your whole head up.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Because you got people they gonna misery. How to misery love company is what they say. Misery love company. And if this person
Mm,
is by themselves, then
mm,
they see you with somebody, and think that it's good, halfway good. They ain't got to be perfect, but halfway good. Misery love company, and they're
mm-hmm.
gonna come in there and they're gonna try to do whatever they could do to mess up the relationship that you have, leaving you single. After it's all said and done, y'all gonna be single on the porch together, hoping, wishing both of y'all wishing y'all had somebody. It's
Right,
crazy.
or kept what you had.
Ex,
You
ex,
know, a lot of time people, like I said, you got something really good
mm-hmm,
and you mess it up because you running behind single people or running behind people that's trying to cause havoc. And
mm-hmm,
then you out there messing up a whole good relationship that you could have been, you know, down with.
exactly.
So,
Mm-hmm. Five zero
but
eight.
it's all a mindset thing,
It
though.
is. It is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, should you being married? Should you still hang out with your single friends, go out to the clubs and stuff like that with your single friends, or should that be something that you kind of,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Okay.
I think you should have a life. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Okay.
It's nothing like having your relationship together, but y'all having your own lives too,
Mm-hmm.
because it's still on how I act when I'm out. Just because I'm out with my single friends, don't mean I got to be wilding.
Mm-hmm.
I can just go out with them for a couple of hours and go home and tell my man about, you know, Dave. I'm so glad we together because this dude walking around all night trying to holler at everybody and da da da. You know, so you got conversation when you get back home to tell him that you appreciate him even more
Mm-hmm.
because you see everybody in the club trying to get what y'all got.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
good.
know, so there's nothing wrong with going out with your single friends, but it's just the way that you act when you go out with your single friends. It doesn't mean you're single.
Mm-hmm.
You still carry yourself in a way, but you still can. They're still your girls, and there's nothing wrong with having your own life. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where a lot of people mess up at because they attach to that other person's life, and then when that other person got something to do, now they're over here upset or mad, and then it caused them to have an argument.
Mm-hmm.
When you can just have your own life too and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go, you know, here, and we'll just meet up later on. Like, cool, that's what's
Mm-hmm.
up. It's you know, you got to have your own thing going on.
Exactly. Now I got
Mm.
get you to spill some beans. I want you to play like you are the female Steve Harvey. You the female Steve Harvey. You're gonna spill some beans. How do
Okay.
y'all massage a man's ego? If to make him feel like he's, he's Tarzan, he's a king of the jungle. What do y'all do? Because y'all have a way of massaging a man. Y'all can take a real a timid type man and make him feel like he could move a mountain? How do y'all do that?
We just let him know that he's the man.
Mm-hmm.
You're proud of him. Everything he does is amazing. Um, you just I can't do it without you.
Mm-hmm.
You let him be a man. Allow him to be a man rather. Where I need you to help me with this.
Mm-hmm. That's
Men
good.
love to be needed,
Mm-hmm.
and when you get too strong of a woman, he don't feel needed. That's why a lot of times men would cheat with a girl down the street, just give her some McDonald's because he feel like he's doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He feels needed. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's not about the college degrees and all that stuff. He wants to feel like he's the man,
Mm-hmm.
and so you have to
Appease him.
just kind of stroke his ego a little bit,
Yeah.
just like I'm proud of you. You're doing your thing,
Mm-hmm.
Superman, Superman. You know what I'm saying? It's like just stroking his
Superman
ego.
could fly
Right.
away.
You the man. Where my big man at?
Exactly.
So it's just a matter of just allowing him to be the man of the house, or
Mm-hmm.
just you know feeling that vibe of it of
Okay.
being a man.
Exactly. Now I gotta ask you a little controversial question, if you don't mind. I gotta throw it out there though.
Hmm. Hmm.
Was Jada was Jada wrong in how she allowed Will before she pumped him and pretty much pushed him up on that stage to slap Chris? Was she wrong? As a lady,
Yes,
how would you have handled that situation?
I would have told him. I would have if I would have seen him going up there. I would have stopped him first of all because he
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna be acting a fool out here in these streets like this. So I would have stopped him before he even got up there.
Mm-hmm.
He would have never made it to that stage.
Wow.
I would have stood in front of him like, baby, it's okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. Don't,
Mm-hmm.
we're good. We good. Don't even worry about it. It ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? I stood in front of him and just stopped him before he even went up there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he would have made it up there when he got back, I'd have been over there with him, like, calm down. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
all right. It's all right. It's all right. We good. We good. We good. It's a way we can touch y'all
Yeah. Yeah.
and y'all be like, okay, let me calm my butt down. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you don't have, she didn't do that. She let him stay up there.
Mm-hmm.
My mindset stay up there. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a way that we can touch our man on his arm and just be like, calm down, calm down, calm down. Rub
Mm-hmm.
his chest, rub his face, anything
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
let him know that calm down, calm down. Oh, we good. We got it. We got it. Don't even let him get you
Mm-hmm.
out of your character. Or,
Exactly.
just that quiet talk to him
Mm-hmm.
to let him know we good.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things she could have done to calm that situation,
But
but
but she didn't do that, Antina. She didn't do that
she didn't do anything.
even to the point where when Will sat down, he was still yelling out, using profanities and all that stuff. Truth of the matter, we're gonna talk
Right.
for a second. They already look at us a certain way, and Will being a
Exactly.
quote unquote the poster child, Will been spot clean for 30 years, and then
Exactly.
to have him to go out there and act in that way and do that, and she allowed it. Because at first Will was laughing. Will was laughing at the joke. And then he looked at her and she
Hmm.
she had this thing and then Will, now I got to play Superman. Now I got to go up here and defend my woman. She could have
Right.
she could have
Right.
grabbed him right there because she was right there. No, no, no. We'll handle this later. We'll take her this later.
Right.
If you want to do
Right.
something, not now, not here, not right now. We'll take her this
Right.
later.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But go ahead. Go ahead. What's on your heart? Because I
Well, let's
really
go further back than that because in his mindset, he was already going to do that.
mm-hmm.
He was like, if whoever say something, I'm just gonna do this. He had already in his head that he was gonna do that,
Mm-hmm.
and the opportunity came. So he was already on go.
Mm-hmm. And
So
because she had already planted so many seeds, man. She demoralized him, man. She broke him down. She really broke Will down. He had this look in atmosphere, and he had all the talent in the world, rapping and movies and all that stuff on a great path. But I'm gonna tell you
mhm.
something, fellas and ladies, if you get with the wrong person, is
Yeah,
not
they can bring you down.
yeah, it's not gonna turn out good for you. And I really think that, and,
Mm-mm.
and, and I'm not here to judge nobody, and please excuse me if it sounds as though I am, because it's not my intentions. But I think she was toxic to him from the very beginning.
Really?
Yeah, I think she because and the reason why I say that because I don't think she really wanted to be with him. Her heart, every element of her was still with Tupac. Jada loved Tupac.
Oh.
Jada she really loved
Mhm.
Tupac. She really loved Tupac, and so nobody's gonna match up. Nobody's gonna match up to what the love that is said, and I've heard people say that they had for each other. And so
Mhm.
Will was, unfortunately, he walked into a no-win situation.
Mm.
What do you say to that? I could be totally wrong. Tell me, educate me.
I mean, I really can't say because I don't really know the situation enough to to vibe off of it. But I feel as if that man was the love of her life, I can see how nobody else compares to him
Mm-hmm.
and will never compare to him.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, anybody else would just be going through the motions.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
If she feels that way, everybody else is just something to do,
Just
so to
second
speak.
fiddle. Just
So,
second fiddle. And
mhm,
and
mhm.
it's so many different things tied into this thing. But let's get off Will and Jada for a second. Let's talk about this. Do you think it's possible that the love of your life, say if you have the love of your life as a teenager, now you're 30 or 40 or 50 years old, and you're still attached to that love, have a love tie or a connection with that person that you was with as a teenager. Can anybody really match up to that, or you pretty much fighting a losing battle in trying to be that guy or that girl?
No, somebody can match up to high school,
Mm-hmm.
because you're on a different mindset when you're 14, 15 years old
Mm-hmm.
than you are at 50.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even know what you wanted 14, 15. So him buying you bubblegum every day was special. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely. Absolutely.
But then as you get into the 20s, 30s, and 40s, you realize, okay, I'm looking for somebody, a man who's gonna
Mm-hmm.
come in and sweep me off my feet. So at 50, you find that person now. This is the love of your life at 50. You're like, okay, can't nobody compare to this right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
anybody else come in after him would be like just going through the motions because
Yeah.
he came in and showed you a whole different world.
Mm-hmm. Can a woman teach a little boy how to be a man?
Yeah, I raised a son.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But do
And
you
he's a great son. He's a great guy.
okay? Do you think because I've talked to people on both sides of the coin. I was raised by my grandmother. I was raised by my grandmother, and I think I turned out pretty good. But
Hmm.
but some people will say that if a woman is going to raise a son, she have to have certain other elements in his life, other male figures in his life to pattern that child after, because she don't know what it is to be a man. Certain things she don't know how to do as a man. Do you find it to be true?
Yeah, I mean his son, his dad was in his life, so he still had that
Mm-hmm.
male, you know, guidance.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think that a boy needs a woman guidance as well, just to know the softness of a situation too.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
you can have a little boy that's raised by all uncles, and
Yeah.
all he know is dominating women.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
get over here, do this, get
Yeah.
your woman. Yeah, he
Mhm.
don't know nothing about the softness when she don't not feeling good, when she got an attitude. He don't know how to calm that down. He don't
Mhm.
know that side because no women around.
Mhm.
So I just think that it goes both ways. They need a guy and they need the woman.
I'm gonna ask a very unfair question right now. Communication. A lot of times, a
Hmm.
lot of times with guys, we can sit around looking at the game. We don't have to talk too much. Sometimes we don't have to talk too much.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
ladies, y'all to talk the whole time. So do you think
Hmm.
that balance, again, concentrate on the little boy, him having that balance of knowing how to communicate, and he have to learn certain parts of that. He have to learn from his mother, because she'll talk a lot and she'll explain things, and she's so nurturing. When the dad, he be like, yeah, it's okay, go ahead, go talk to your mama.
Right. Right.
What your mama say?
Exactly. So what if he all he see is men watching football, nobody's talking?
Mm-hmm.
That's all he know.
Yeah.
But then if he see his mom come in there, or a woman come in there and talk to him during the game or during halftime or whatever the case may be, then he's like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, women, can talk to you when you're watching the game. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So it goes both ways. You need to know that hardness of how to be a man, but you need that softness too, because
Mm-hmm.
you got to be able to open the door and, and rub your back or whatever as a man too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Is chivalry dead?
no. Yeah, no, it's not at all.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys, even though I wasn't in a relationship, they still was opening doors and, paying for food and, stuff like that. They just
Mm-hmm.
was missing in other parts.
Okay. Okay. What do you think as a whole? And we talked and we started this conversation. We're gonna end it as we began it, talking about the dating scene. What is it that most
Mm.
people are missing in regards to the dating scene and finding that right person or displaying that they are the right person? What do you think most people are missing?
Thinking that everybody playing games.
Wow.
That's what everybody thinks. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, if they think that, then they're gonna play games because
Mm-hmm.
they feel like you are anyway. Ain't nobody serious.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody's coming in on a serious level until you let them know, okay, this is where I'm at
Mm-hmm.
and I'm serious. This is what I'm looking for. If that's not what you're looking for, then keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how my situation was. I was like, I finally realized what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, this is what I want. If it's not what you're looking for, then keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
And he was
Exactly.
like, well, damn, nobody else said that to me before. So,
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
so he was like, hold up, So that was kind of like where we were, because the
Mm-hmm.
crazy part about it was he was saying that to women.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, you know what I mean? And here
Mm-hmm.
we are met, and we saying the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
but we were saying it to the wrong people. And then we realized, okay, when we said it to each other, it was what we wanted. So,
It meant something.
but you got, yeah, it meant something,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you got to lay it down on what you want, or people gonna keep playing the same games with you if you don't.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I find that a lot of times people, when they get into a relationship, they come in very guarded. And when I say guarded, they have this idea that I have to get you before you get me. Or I'm gonna get you before you get
Hmm.
me. And with that attitude, that mindset, they're always guarded and they're always looking for that one moment where they can get the up on you. Oh, okay, I gotta get you first because you're not gonna get me. Now, why do you think how do we get to that point? Do you think that's true?
Like I just, yeah, it is true, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was just saying. Like everybody playing games, so
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants to come in thinking that they gonna get got first. They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
get got, or they've been played
Mm-hmm.
before,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like, it's going good, but is she gonna play me, or
Mm-hmm.
or is he gonna play me? So everybody's got their radar up without just letting themselves go. You gotta in a relationship, you just gotta dive in, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't know
Wow.
what you're gonna fall on,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
and you really don't care. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
That's good. That's
you
good.
gotta be in order to you gotta just not face fear. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
be able to face fear, and don't worry about it, and just go for it. Don't be scared to fail. Put it that way.
How do you deal with past baggage on that you may have or that they may be bringing into a relationship with you? How do you deal with that?
I don't deal with past baggage.
Mm-hmm.
I let it go right where it's at, because I'm the type where I give my all when I'm with you. So when I'm through with you, I'm through with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even take it with me. It's actually lessons for me
Mm-hmm.
what I don't want to deal with. I don't like dealing with people that holding on to stuff, because they won't allow the opening if
Mm-hmm.
they holding on. I done dealt with a couple of guys like that, where they can't let go of what happened to them in 1955. I'm like, you know what? I cannot. but they can't
Hmm.
let it go. And I'm like, she been gone. She
Hmm.
got a whole family of kids. They got
Exactly.
grandkids,
Hmm.
and you still sitting up here talking about what she did to you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, stop. So
Sit, sitting in the bed, sucking your
no.
thumb, rubbing your feet together. Come on,
Oh my gosh.
what's really going on? What
They
you doing? Yeah, but
can't get past it. Can't
ex-
get past it. It's the worst.
hmm but truth of the matter, it happens though. It really happens, and so people get caught up in those moments, and they can't move past it, and they
Hmm.
find themselves stuck.
They can't move past it.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're stuck. They're still in that same year.
Hmm.
Whatever year it was they was in, they're still they can still see it. They can still talk about it. They'll bring it up. Anything that reminds them of it,
Hmm.
they bring it up. You know, and if you do one thing that she did that they got to arguing about or whatever, that's I gotta let you go because
Hmm.
I seen that type of before. Like what? This is a whole new person that's doing this. This ain't her doing this.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
they see it and they just let it, they ready to let the whole situation go because of it.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're stuck.
I had a
Those type of people just run.
Just run, exactly. I had a friend.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna call his name on here because he actually he may be listening. So I'm not gonna put him out there like that.
Hmm.
But he told me that the girl that he's actually married now. He has moved on. So that's a good thing. But
Hmm.
he told me that
Hmm.
a lady he used to deal with back in the day was wore a certain fragrance, and he loved that smell on her. And when they broke up, it was so hard on him that every time he smelled that smell, he went through it like it's almost like a traumatic situation. He had a moment. Every time he smelled that smell, he just thought about her so much, and she had such an impact on him that he had a traumatic situation. I'm like, man, dude, bruh, man, you love that one. That's too hard, bruh. But
Yeah,
but what do you say to that? Because to me, that's a
I
whole
can see
mental
that
thing.
though. I can see that though, because music does that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was a song that we hear when we together or around each other or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hear that song, you still remember that person from that song.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Wow.
so I can see that.
Mhm. But is that
Or a
healthy?
movie or whatever,
Mhm. Yeah.
you still remember that
Mhm.
situation. I mean, it'll come and go, but
Yeah.
you still will remember that person from that situation. So I can see that.
What I say, but see, my thing is, see, I don't think you had it like he told me he had it. He say he feel better now because he used to every time he used to hear it, he used to was hear it, I say hear it, like smell it, he used to cry.
Oh wow.
It's like it would it would take him to tears because
Mhm.
he still I guess he just still was so in love with her, and when they broke up, it affected him in that way. And so every time he
Right.
smelled that fragrance, he said he's better now because he's not crying anymore. Bro, you still need some
Mhm.
you need some counseling. I told him, I said, man, you need some counseling, bro. You need some counseling because that's serious.
I guess it is serious, but I can see. I mean, it just depends on how their love was,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that when you guys men when they make a decision on that's who they love
Mm-hmm.
or want to marry, it hurts y'all even more if it don't work out,
You
or if
think
you find out she was cheating or
mm-hmm.
whatever maybe. It hurts even more so I can see how that can hurt him.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
See how that can hurt him, and every time it reminds him of her cheating, or it reminds
Mm-hmm.
him, of her talking back to him, or whatever the case may be. I can
Mm-hmm.
see how that brings that feeling back up, especially if he really loved her like that.
And
I can see that.
I'm gonna say evidently, I'm gonna roll it all letters together. Evidently, he did because to have a grown man smell a fragrance and start crying because he smell a fragrance, that's mm. See,
Yeah.
it's so many different things I could say about that, but I'm trying because I'm trying to be, you know what I mean. But that's a lot.
You
That's
gotta love. You gotta love. to feel like that. You gotta
Exactly.
love her.
That takes me back to
Definitely.
what's that song? Maybe you never been in love like I've been in love.
Look,
Maybe
like I've been in love. Hell yeah, but you never felt the thing that I felt.
exactly.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
you
That's
gotta, yeah.
I don't know if I want to love like that, man. It's gonna take me to smell something. I don't know, man. I don't even know if I
Right.
want that, man. That's a
Right.
different level of love right there. You know, y'all break up and you smell something and you get to crying. That's a different level of love right there. I don't know if I want that one. That might be a too look. That might be a little too rich for me. That might be a little too rich for me. I can't afford. I
Right.
can't afford that one. Well, young
Right.
lady T, I definitely appreciate you, man. We're going to get on out of here, man. I definitely appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight, man. This has been a great broadcast. Anything you want to say in your closing? Anything you want to say to the people out there?
Yeah, I just want to tell all the single people there is hope out there, y'all. Because it's been like 10 years since I've been in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and this man checked all the boxes,
Good deal. Good
all
deal.
of them,
That's
and
good.
so I'm very happy with him. So you just have to find yourself,
Mm-hmm.
do
Absolutely.
that prayer, ask
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you want, and then it'll be right in front of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Proud of you, sis. I really am. And happy for you, man. Y'all walk in that. If y'all need me for whatever reason, I'm right here. Either one of you or him, or
I
I'm right here. Y'all just let me know. Just let me know.
okay,
Great to get out of
appreciate
here.
it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great to get out of here. It's been a great broadcast. I want to thank everybody for joining us. And more than that, I want to thank you for allowing DKM Media Group and the Raheen Al Show for being a part of your evening. It is now, what is it, 11:01. You're about to exit the Raheen Al Show. But before you go, I want you to do me two favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us because we are certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number two, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. And then we shine some of this light of you from the Raheen Al Show. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in and let your light so shine. If you get an opportunity, give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Won't that be a beautiful thing? Have a great day. Take care of each other. And please, please, please be blessed. Have a great one. Love you. Take care of each other.